Good morning, traders, and welcome back today. It's Wednesday, October 8th. Futures are steady, yields are doing their little dance, gold still wearing the hedge crown, and sector rotation is alive under the hood. Let's slice up the overnight tone, decode the macro pressure points, check yesterday's tape character, and lock 3 clean trade setups for the first hour. Alright, guys, let's get going. So, as you can see on screen, I've got gold. A lot of our news today is related to gold, and you'll see that in just a second. So let's talk a bit about our overnight and futures pulse. This news article driving this morning before the open. So futures, S&P modestly green, Nasdaq a touch firmer, Dow flattish. Asia, Europe handoff, tech and healthcare steady, cyclicals mixed, and energy is choppy, traders. Dollar and rates, the dollar softer at edges, long yields hovering, still markets metronome, and finally commodities. Gold is very, very firm, as you can see by the news, and crude is two-sided. So risk appetite exists, but the tape wants confirmation at the bell. So let's talk about that tape recap now on Tuesday and what it tells us. Well, on Tuesday, buyers defended pullbacks in AI and semis and large cap quality. So our tape recap from Tuesday and what it tells us. Firstly, buyers defended pullbacks in AIs and semis and large cap quality. Then, healthcare and staples provided a quiet floor when growth paused. Energy lagged, materials scattered, cyclicals were selective, not broad. Volume was decent, but not euphoric. That's accumulation behavior, not mania. The lesson today here, traders, the market is rewarding structure and confirmation, not blind chasing. Alright, our macro pulse then. Rates are the referee. If the 10-year eases, growth in AI gets air. If it pops, defensives and cash flow names gain the ball. Inflation optics. Headliner is tamer, but services, wages, and import costs keep the market honest. Any hot whisper shifts tone fast. Positioning reality, funds lean long, cash light. Upside can run, but downside can air pocket. Manage risk like a pro. And cross currents. Softer dollar helps multinationals. Gold firmness says institutions are still carrying a safety belt. Oil chop keeps energy two-sided. Now we're talking about rotation and character of flow. So firstly, looking at this, as you can see, gold this morning is all the rage. So let's talk firstly about AI, semis, and cloud. Still the heartbeat. Leadership rotates under the surface. Quality, growth, and cash flow. Mega caps, software, and platforms acting as buy the dip, sell the rip, control names. Defensives, healthcare, and staples, quiet leadership on wobbles, clean balance sheets, pricing power. Cyclicals, industrials, and select retailers are earnings headline sensitive. Pick your spots. Energy, scalpers playground until crude picks a direction, and breadth tell. If small and mid caps join the first hour, trend odds rise. If not, expect rotations and chop. And talking about rotation, there's been a huge amount of rotation into gold, as we can see a lot of hedging is continuing to happen. Now we're going to take a look at 3 actionable setups. They're simple, clear, and tradable going into the open on Wednesday. The first is Qualcomm, ticker symbol QCOM. So why Qualcomm? Well, it sits at the intersection of handset recovery, on-device AI, and connectivity. When semis catch a bid beyond the obvious names, QCOM often gets flow. So for action, if QCOM opens green and stays firm in the first 5 to 10 minutes, take it as a momentum ride. If the whole semi group is green, you can add on strength, take profit, scale on the first $1.50 to $2.50 move. Keep a small runner only if semis and Nasdaq are trending. Exit fast if QCOM flips red or the semi-group fades. Flatten immediately, no hero traders. Alright, our second actionable trade setup is Home Depot. Ticker symbol HD. This is our cyclical quality big ticket proxy. Why HD? Well, it gives read through on housing, remodeling, and consumer big ticket. In a tape that's weighing growth versus defensives, HD can capture cyclical upticks without being a high beta flyer. So action, if futures are stable and discretionary holds green at the open, take HD long on a steady open. Prefer a clean first push, then hold through a mild dip as long as the sector stays green, and take profit, trim into $2 to $3 on upside. Let it grind if discretionary remains bid, and exit fast if discretionary turns red or HD loses its early momentum. Step aside and reassess. Alright, our third and final setup is Newmont, ticker symbol NEM. And this is our gold hedge with torque. Why, you ask? Well, gold's firmness continues to signal hedge demand. NEM is a liquid way to express that without going to futures. So, action, if gold is firm pre-bell and NEM opens green, take a measured long as your portfolio hedge. If the market wobbles and gold strengthens intraday, you can add modestly, take profit, scale on a 1.5 to 3% pop. Don't overstay if gold stalls. Remember that miners move fast, traders, and also remember to exit fast. If gold softens or NEM flips red, cut quickly. Don't orphan a miner long. Alright, traders, our tape and execution filters. Futures versus VWAP. First VWAP test across ES or NQ is your truth serum. Hold equals press winners, fail equals tighten risk. Breadth by 10 a.m. Eastern time, strong advances. Up volume equals trend odds improve. Split tape means rotation mode, trade smaller and quicker traders. Then our liquidity magnets, opening range high-low, first 5 to 15 minutes. Yesterday's high-low and pre-market extremes tend to attract price around them. Volume confirms price. If volume doesn't show up, treat every move as guilty until proven innocent. Alright, I'll wrap up and game plan then today, traders. Yields call the tune, gold keeps the seatbelt buckled, and rotation is selective. QCOM gives us the AI edge angle, HD gives cyclical quality exposure, and NEM is the clean hedge. Trade confirmation, not hope. Scale out into strength, honor your exits, and let the first 30 to 60 minutes tell you who's really in control. Alright, traders, thanks for watching the video again today. I hope it's been helpful. All the best trading today, and I'll see you again before the bell tomorrow on Thursday. All the best. Take care.